Welcome to the Lucky Health Channel. I'm so happy you've joined our health community today. We're about to explore some truly valuable health knowledge, and I promise your body will thank you for it. If you're new to our channel, please hit the subscribe button. It's like joining our big health-loving family. And a quick like on this video will give us even more motivation to keep sharing helpful videos with more wonderful people like you. Thank you. After so many years working with patients in their 50s and 60s, there's one thing I've noticed, that most people don't even realize our bodies quietly start losing collagen. That glue that holds our skin muscles, joints, and nerves together and keeps them strong. And the scary part is, most people have no idea it's even happening. I want you to picture this for a moment. One day you start feeling a tingling in your hands. Your toes feel icy cold when you step out of bed. Your knees stiffen up when you climb the stairs. Your shoulders ache just from lifting your arms. And you think, oh well, this is just aging, right? But in reality, that's your body whispering to you that after 60, your collagen is running low. One of my patients, Frank, 67 years old, once told me, "Doc, my legs feel weak, my hands tingle all the time, but I just assumed it was because I don't exercise enough." But when we ran some tests, it turned out he'd already lost more than 30% of his collagen, which is about average for most of us once we pass 65. You see, collagen isn't just about whether your skin looks good or not. It's what keeps your joints gliding smoothly, your muscles strong, and your nerves firing properly. When it starts disappearing, that's when you feel those aching joints, weaker muscles, tingling hands and feet, and sometimes it even makes you more prone to falls and slower to heal. But here's the good news. You can help your body rebuild collagen, and the simplest way starts right in your own kitchen. Over the years, I've seen so many patients improve dramatically just by making small changes to their daily meals, adding in certain vegetables that help your body naturally produce more collagen. And today, I'm going to share that list with you from the least to the most powerful, so you can understand and make smarter choices for yourself. There are things we eat every single day without ever realizing just how powerful they really are. I remember one of my patients, Carol. She's 70, always smiling, always chatting, but constantly worried about her skin. She sat across from me one day, gently touching the fine lines on her cheeks, and sighed, "Doctor, why does my skin feel thinner and more fragile every year? It gets so easily dark and red, and I take care of it. I really do." I smiled at her and asked, "Do you eat tomatoes?" She looked surprised. "Well, yes, but not that much. The truth is, those ripe, juicy tomatoes aren't just a pleasant little side dish. They're actually one of the best allies for your collagen. Tomatoes are packed with vitamin C, which your body absolutely needs to create new collagen. And beyond that, they're rich in lycopene, a powerful antioxidant that protects the collagen you already have from being destroyed by sunlight or harmful free radicals. I remember reading a study in the British Journal of Dermatology where they tracked people who ate more lycopene. Their skin had fewer wrinkles, and the collagen underneath stayed stronger and more resilient compared to those who didn't. But here's a little secret that most people miss. Lycopene becomes even more potent when the tomatoes are lightly cooked, like in a soup, a tomato sauce, or roasted rather than eaten raw. And to help your body absorb it best, Add just a bit of olive oil. So if today you're worried about sagging skin, creaky joints, or just feeling a little worn down, maybe a simple bowl of tomato soup or a few slices of tomato with olive oil on your salad is one of the kindest gifts you can give your body. You know, there are some little things sitting right there on your plate so small that most people just think of them as decoration and push them aside. I still remember Mr. Henry, a 74-year-old patient who came into my office with both hands numb, his joints aching so badly he could barely hold a pen without it shaking. He sighed and said, "Doc, I guess it's just old age. Nothing I can do about it." I smiled, pointed to a bunch of fresh, bright green parsley sitting in a basket, and asked him, "Have you ever actually eaten this? Really eaten it, not just pushed it to the side?" Parsley really is a forgotten treasure. It's loaded with an incredible amount of vitamin C and vitamin K, two nutrients your body absolutely needs if you want to hold on to and rebuild collagen. Just a small handful of parsley has more vitamin C than an orange. But parsley has something else. Most people don't even know about apigenin, a plant compound that reduces inflammation exactly where collagen is made inside your fibroblast cells. This helps the collagen you do make stay strong and resist being broken down by chronic inflammation. And then there's glutathione, the master antioxidant also found in parsley. It quietly sweeps away the free radicals that attack your joints, your nerves, even your skin. I once read a recent study in Nutrients that showed older adults who got more natural vitamin C from things like parsley had stronger tendons, more flexible joints, and thicker collagen, especially in their knees and hands. So next time you see a little sprinkle of parsley on your plate, don't brush it aside. Just that small handful tossed on eggs, stirred into soup, or sprinkled over a salad can help protect your joints. Calm the tingling in your hands and keep your collagen stronger, day by day. Have you ever thought, that tiny little herb you're always pushing away might actually be the key to steadier hands and more confident steps? There was this one time when Mrs. Sylvia, 68 years old, came to see me complaining that lately her knees kept aching and her hands felt weak, shaky, and even a little numb when she tried to hold things. She said, "I've been trying to eat my vegetables, doctor, but I just feel more and more tired." I asked her, "Have you ever eaten red bell peppers?" She chuckled. "Peppers? Oh no, I can't handle spicy foods." I smiled back and said, "You should give these a try, because that bright red little thing isn't spicy at all, and it just might be a small miracle for your joints and nerves." Red bell peppers are truly one of the silent saviors for our bodies. They're packed with an incredible amount of vitamin C, the most important nutrient your body needs to produce collagen, that glue that keeps your joints, muscles, and skin strong and supple. Just half a red bell pepper gives you more than 150% of your daily vitamin C needs. And it doesn't just help you make collagen. Vitamin C also protects your nerves from free radicals, those silent enemies that damage you from the inside. I once read a study in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition that showed older adults with higher vitamin C levels had stronger grip strength, walked faster, and experienced less pain and inflammation than those who were deficient. But here's something important. If you cook them too long, the vitamin C breaks down and you lose much of the benefit. So to get the most out of them, eat your red bell peppers fresh sliced, dipped in hummus, tossed into a salad, or added right at the end of a stir-fry. Have you ever thought that bright red, crunchy little vegetable you thought was just for decoration could actually help steady your hands, ease the ache in your knees, and keep your joints moving smoothly day after day? Do you remember the last time you ate asparagus? For many people, asparagus is just some fancy vegetable you see at a Western restaurant, or that little green stalk sitting next to a piece of meat on a special dinner plate. But what most people don't realize is asparagus is actually a kind of natural medicine that our aging bodies desperately need. I once met Mr. Lewis, 70 years old, a thoughtful, deliberate man. He sighed and told me, "Doctor, my joints just keep getting stiffer. Climbing the stairs feels like my knees are about to snap." We ran some tests, we talked for a while, and then I asked, "Do you eat asparagus?" He laughed and shook his head. I thought that was just for decoration. The truth is, asparagus is like a quiet little repairman inside your body. It's packed with something truly special called glutathione, one of the strongest antioxidants your body can use to protect and rebuild collagen. When you have enough glutathione, your skin heals faster, your joints feel less inflamed, and your nerves recover better after damage. But that's not all. Asparagus is also rich in vitamin K, which acts like a guide for calcium. It sends calcium where it belongs into your bones instead of letting it pile up in the wrong places like your joints, blood vessels, or tendons. That's hugely important after 60 when calcium starts going astray and causing stiffness, numbness, or mysterious aches and pains. And then there's folate, also known as vitamin B9, a quiet worker that helps repair your cells, regenerate new tissue, and provides the raw materials your body needs to make strong, healthy collagen. So if you've felt like you're slow to heal, taking longer to recover, or just not as flexible as you used to be, maybe it's time to bring asparagus back onto your plate. You don't need much, just a few spears lightly steamed, roasted, or sautéed with a little olive oil can make a real difference. You know, there are some things on your plate that seem so gentle, so soft, that we just push them aside thinking, "Oh, that's nothing special." I remember Mrs. Linda, 66 years old, petite, who came to see me because her hands and feet were tingling. Her knees ached, and her face would go pale whenever she stood for too long. She shyly said, "Doctor, I eat well enough, so why does my body feel weaker and weaker?" I asked her, "Do you eat spinach?" She frowned. "That soft little green leaf, I hardly ever touch it." The truth is, spinach isn't as delicate as it looks. It's actually one of the quiet warriors protecting your collagen and blood vessels from the inside out. Spinach is packed with vitamin A, which helps your fibroblasts, the cells that produce collagen, work efficiently. Without vitamin A, those little collagen factories slowly shut down. But that's just the beginning. Spinach is also rich in lutein and chlorophyll, two compounds that act like cleaners, sweeping out toxins and calming the low-grade inflammation that slowly destroys collagen in your joints, skin, and tendons as you age. And one thing I always remind my patients, spinach is loaded with magnesium, a mineral that more than 60% of people over 60 are missing. Magnesium helps blood flow all the way to your fingertips and toes, and keeps your muscles and nerves communicating smoothly. Without enough of it, you're more likely to feel tingling cramps and cold hands and feet. I read a study not long ago showing that people who ate more spinach had more resilient connective tissue, less back pain, less nerve tingling, and fewer muscle spasms. So don't let spinach sit forgotten in the corner of your plate. Just one small bowl a day, lightly steamed, sautéed, or tossed in a salad can, help protect your collagen, improve your circulation, and ease the aches in your joints. There's one kind of vegetable I like to jokingly call a gift from the ocean. But most people never even touch it. I still remember Mr. Walter, 72 years old, a man who looked strong on the outside, yet he always complained that his knees were stiff, his fingers trembled, and his feet felt like they were being pricked with needles. He asked me, "Doctor, why is my body getting weaker, even though I exercise regularly and drink plenty of milk?" I looked at him and asked, "Have you ever tried eating seaweed?" He chuckled awkwardly. "Seaweed? You mean that slippery, salty stuff?" Never. The truth is, seaweed is one of the richest natural sources of trace minerals that nature has given us. In those delicate paper-thin sheets are iodine, fucoidan, and a whole host of trace minerals like copper, zinc, and manganese, all of which are essential for your fibroblast cells to produce new collagen. I once read a study published in Marine Drugs, where they found that people who consumed fucoidan from seaweed not only saw significant reductions in joint inflammation, but their connective tissue and tendons also healed faster and became stronger. And it doesn't stop there. Seaweed also supports your thyroid, the organ that controls how fast your body heals and how efficiently it runs. Many of my patients, once their thyroid function improved, saw their skin brighten, their hands and feet stopped tingling, and those dull aches started to fade. So if you've ever felt your knees stiff, your hands numb, or your body cold and sluggish, it might just be your body crying out for the minerals that seaweed provides. You don't need much, just a few sheets of nori wrapped around rice, a sprinkle of dried seaweed over soup, or tossed into a salad, and you'll feel the ocean sending you a little strength and resilience with every bite. I still remember that day clearly. An older gentleman named James, 69 years old, came in, sat down, and gave me a sad little smile. "Doc, my knees crack and pop. My whole body feels stiff when I wake up in the morning. My hands, they're numb, and even holding a teacup makes them shake." I asked him, "Do you eat okra?" He wrinkled his nose. "That slimy stuff. No way. Can't stand it." I just smiled and said, "That very sliminess is exactly what your joints have been begging for." Okra, that small green pod so many people avoid because it's, well, slimy, is actually one of nature's best natural lubricants for our bodies. That slippery coating called mucilage wraps around and protects your joints, helping them move more smoothly and comfortably. But that's not all. Inside okra are powerful compounds like pectin polyphenols and a rare one called rhamnogalacturonan, which help reduce inflammation, rebuild cartilage, and even shield your nerves from degeneration. I once read a 2021 study in Pharmaceutical Biology showing that okra extract didn't just calm joint inflammation, it actually boosted collagen density and repaired damaged cartilage. For patients who often complain about aching knees, tingling fingers, or waking up stiff, okra really is a quiet little gift. And There's more okra also provides vitamin K, vitamin C, and manganese, all essential for making new collagen fibers and keeping them strong. So if you wake up to cracking joints, tingling hands, or sore feet when you take your first steps, don't shy away from giving your body a few pieces of okra, lightly steamed, boiled, or gently sautéed. I want you to picture this. One morning in my office, Mrs. Helen, 5 years old, looked at me gently, touching her wrinkled cheek, and said, "Doctor, why is my skin so thin, so easy to bruise, and it just keeps sagging and wrinkling?" I smiled, placed a bright, ripe carrot in front of her, and said, "Have you ever truly thought of this as medicine? Carrots really are one of nature's little miracles for your skin joints and collagen. Inside that vibrant orange color is beta-carotene, which your body converts into vitamin A, the key nutrient your fibroblast cells need to produce collagen. That collagen is what keeps your skin elastic and firm, and your joints less inflamed." I remember reading a study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition that found people who ate more beta-carotene had a slower rate of tissue degeneration and significantly thicker layers of collagen under their skin compared to those who ate less. And the best part, carrots also help calm inflammation in your connective tissues, meaning they don't just make your skin look better, they also help your joints hurt less and your ligaments stay more flexible. You can eat them raw, crunchy, like a little snack, or steam them, sauté them, or even blend them into a smoothie. Just don't forget to add a little olive oil, butter, or other healthy fat to help your body absorb the beta-carotene fully. Have you ever felt like your legs were heavy as stone, icy cold when you walk, or that strange tingling in your feet? After just sitting for a while, I still remember a patient named Paul, 71 years old, who came to see me rubbing his calf and saying, "Doctor, every time I walk even a little, my legs feel like they're weighed down with rocks, aching and numb. I just thought it was old age." I asked him, "Have you ever eaten beets?" He chuckled. "That bright red thing, I've always avoided it. But the truth is that deep, rich red color is exactly what your blood vessels and collagen are craving. Beets are one of the rare foods that can actually improve blood circulation thanks to their natural nitrates. Once inside your body, those nitrates turn into nitric oxide, which helps open up your blood vessels, sending oxygen and nutrient-rich blood all throughout your body, especially to those harder-to-reach places like your knees, hands, and feet. And that matters more than you might think, because when your blood flows well, your fibroblast cells finally get the raw materials, vitamin C, zinc, copper, that they need to rebuild collagen. Beets are also loaded with folate, an important B vitamin that repairs blood vessels, protects your joints, and helps your collagen stay strong and resilient. I once read a study in Nutrients showing that older adults who drank beet juice every day improved their circulation by 21%, walked more easily, and recovered faster from injuries. You can steam beets, roast them, blend them into smoothies, or slice them thin for salads. Just remember, don't overcook them, because too much heat can destroy some of those precious nutrients. So many patients come to me, sit down and say, "Doctor, why do my knees keep cracking? My hands feel weak and my back always aches. I guess it's just old age." I smile, place a fresh green broccoli floret in front of them and say, "Maybe, but not necessarily. Sometimes something as simple as this can help your body fight back against time." Broccoli is one of the quietest defenders of collagen in your body. Inside those tiny green trees is a rare compound called sulforaphane, which has been shown to protect your fibroblasts, the little factories that make collagen from damage. Sulforaphane also helps reduce chronic invisible inflammation, the kind you can't see, but which slowly eats away at your collagen in your joints, tendons, and even your nerves. I remember a study in the Journal of Cellular Physiology where they found that sulforaphane helped collagen-producing cells recover faster, sped up cartilage, healing, and reduced joint pain. And that's not all. Broccoli is also rich in vitamin C, vitamin K, calcium, and other antioxidants, all of which work together to keep your bones strong, your nerves firing properly, and your connective tissues resilient. If you've noticed your hands tingling, your legs feeling weak, or your knees cracking when you stand, your body may be asking for more of these little green florets. You can steam them, sauté them, toss them in a salad, or add them to soup. Just try not to overcook them so you preserve that precious sulforaphane. You know, throughout our conversation today, we've explored vegetables that seem so ordinary, yet quietly nourish, protect, and rebuild the collagen your body depends on. I want you to remember this. Those signs, the tingling in your hands and feet, the weakness in your muscles, the aching in your knees, they're not just because you're getting older. That's your body whispering to you. Your collagen is running low, and it's time to care for those invisible threads that hold you together. And the good news is, you don't need to chase expensive pills or painful injections. The answer is already right there on your plate in the broccoli, in the carrots, in the sprigs of parsley, or those deep red slices of beet. All you need is patience, consistency, and to eat them the right way, and little by little your joints will ache less, your hands and feet will feel steadier, and your whole body will become stronger and more resilient every single day. And that's everything I wanted to share with you today about these humble little vegetables that hold so much power to help you nourish your collagen, keep your body flexible, your joints strong, and your nerves resilient with each passing day. I hope that after this video, you'll look at the vegetables on your plate with a little more appreciation, a little more curiosity, and the patience to let them work. Because good health truly starts with the simplest of things. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, so I know you're still here walking this journey with me. Remember to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos where I'll keep sharing practical, easy to understand, and meaningful tips for our health. Thank you for taking the time to listen today. I look forward to seeing you again in the next helpful video. This video is for informational purposes only. Please consult your doctor before making any changes.